10 Ideas to Update a Home for Spring Sale. There is something energizing about observing the main blooms of spring, so on account of that excitement, investigate a home and see what a person can do to convey an additional touch of energy to his inside. In case a person is considering to selling his place, a burst of spring could be a major draw card for buyers. Here are the 10 ideas to update a home for the spring sale. 1. Paint. This is the most straightforward and least expensive approach to get a crisp and clean change to a room. Spring brings a radically new light into the home and walls can look grimy rapidly. Including a crisp layer of paint is shabby on the off chance that he gives the work, yet don't go intense or too emotional as it will restrain his market potential. 2. Fabric. Patterns, texture, and shading can include a much-needed refresher. Dazzling textures can be made into cushions, throws, divider screens and inside decorations to offer life to a dull shading plan. 3. Maintenance. We as a whole have the jobs we put off till tomorrow. Make a rundown of what should be done to get a home into culminate condition, as it is the little points of interest that occasionally get overlooked. Keep in mind, buyers turn all taps and open all doors, so ensure something this basic doesn't transform into a noteworthy explanation behind a buyer not to buy. 4. Lighting. Unpretentious and circuitous lighting can make a radical new air to an inside plan, and it doesn't simply need to be for evenings. Dim corners of rooms can be enlivened with a straightforward light. A person doesn't need to dependably feature huge ranges. Take a gander at subtle approaches to present light, for example, backdrop illumination, a statue or plant. A fascinating light can serve as an element and also lighting. Spring cleaning dependably rings a bell this season of the year, yet never so more than when a person is selling. Buyers have no enthusiastic connection to cellar accumulations, so on the off chance that it is gathering dust doesn't add to his inside, store it or move it on for all time. As this is the ideal time to settle on choices of what is essential and what is consuming up the profitable room. 6. Work of art. Move around cellar work of art. It is anything but difficult to get used to a specific look, however just by moving around cellar fine art and pictures he can make a radically new feel, costing him nothing by any stretch of the imagination. 7. Blossoms. New flowers include a visual devour as well as can bring an indication aroma as they stroll by. 8. Furniture. In the event that a person isn't slanted to move his fine art, take a gander at how he can reposition his room format. Take out a large portion of the pieces in the room and begin once more, bringing back a noteworthy piece and afterward a few embellishments like a floor covering or light, and afterward gradually bring back whatever remains of the furniture. A person may like the new sentiment space and put a few pieces in another room. 9. Spend where required. The huge spending zones, for example, the washroom or kitchen, require some cautious arranging. On the off chance that the significant apparatuses and structure is in great condition, possibly all the zone needs is an essential spruce up, for example, retiling and new taps and adornments. At times straightforward changes, for example, these may be sufficient to give another rent of life and give included esteem instead of being a full redesign. 10. Ground surface. String bare carpets and traffic patterns wearing into a deck is a noteworthy red caution to buyers and can appear to be more exorbitant than it truly is. A refresh to his ground surface won't be expected to the entire house, so take a gander at the noticeable zones such a person's entrance and parlor, and this could be sufficient to give a lift from the base up. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, a landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.relsupermarket.com.